Let me show you guys.
I'm here to break the news to you guys that we found a space. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys, and I'm so happy to see your face.
The entrance, and there is me showing you guys.
Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys, and I'm so happy to see your face all over and over and over and over again. So if you're new here, you're most welcome. Please do well to subscribe and of course join the beautiful family. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Amalade, and the light is currently going up and down. That's because the sun is going up and down. It's funny how lights affect so many things. Affects your mood, affects your video, affects, I don't know, practically everything. Thank you God for light. So I'm not going to complain about it going up and down right now. I'll just, you know, continue whatever it is I'm doing because the video is a bit bright, but it is what it is. Anyways, like I said in my last video, guys, about us, you know, having to house hunt, and I'm here to break the news to you guys that we found a space. And in my last video, I actually mentioned that landlord asked us to leave, not because we committed any offense or because of anything, but is trying to move back into the UK. I think it's in another country entirely, so he's trying to move back into the country. And wait, did I say he's trying to move back? He's trying to move back into the country, and of course he wants to use his house. We are obviously not going to tell him to go somewhere else when he has, you know, a house. And that's the washing machine, by the way, doing pum pum pum. We are trying to clean the house because we found a space, and we have to move. Voila for Unoge house. Too bad, but oh, my mom is trying to call me. What was I saying? It's not as if you don't leave, anything is going to happen, but in most cases, when your landlord gives you maybe like 3 months notice to leave the house, it's important for you to leave, most especially for someone like us who is an immigrant. And if anyone should take us to court, I don't think we want to go through all of those, you know, process of, okay, court today, court tomorrow. Okay, let me just put it this way. So if, according to what I know, I don't know if this is the general thing, according to what I know, if your landlord has given you, you know, maybe, I think they give you like 90 days or something, which is about 3 months to get a new space and leave the apartment. And you can actually stay until you get a space, but after the 3 months, the landlord can actually write to the court that you're refusing to leave the apartment, and then you respond to the court by saying, okay, I haven't gotten a space yet, I'm trying to get a space. They probably give you more time, and then after the more time, the landlord can actually go and complain that you're being a difficult tenant, and it needs you to be out of the space. It's not going to do anything, but if it labels you to be a difficult client, you have to probably keep going to court. And then when you're trying to get your next apartment, because if you're trying to get apartments here, there's a process. You have to get, you know, reference from your previous landlord or something. So if you are not getting good reference from your previous landlord, will probably maybe label you a difficult client, or a difficult client or tenant. It might be hard for you to get, you know, something that you like. You obviously get a house, but maybe not what you like, because nobody wants to deal with a difficult tenant anyways. And the fact that we are immigrants, we are not we are not like in this town, you know, 100%, and we cannot afford to be doing that right now because we obviously have other important things to do. And so basically we just have to leave the house because we don't want to go through all of those processes actually. And right now got a new house and we have to move out of this place, and of course clean the apartment, and, you know, do all of the necessary cleaning and everything, and then, you know, be hopeful that we get our deposit back. So where am I supposed to be coaching you guys on housing stuff? Okay, so deposit in the sense that whenever you're moving into a new apartment, if your house rent is probably £200, you have to pay £400. So £200 for deposit, and then the actual rent. So the deposit is majorly for maybe if there is any changes in the house. Maybe they gave you 2 pots and then you are returning 1. You're obviously not going to be getting your deposit back. So deposit is for you leaving the house and you are unable to clean it by yourself, or maybe hire a private cleaner. They use the money to clean, and if there is anything missing or broken in the house, they use the money to fix it. But if you are able to clean it to their taste, nothing is broken, nothing is missing, then you get your deposits back, basically. And I mean, everybody wants to get their deposit. So the last time we left our previous apartment, we actually did the cleaning and we got our payment back, our deposit back. We did it by ourselves, you know, clean everything and return all of the things they gave to us. So we have like a list of everything, the pictures and how it looks. So we just return everything the way we met them, nothing missing, and then we're able to clean the house to a good taste. And then they actually give us our deposits back, actually. So in this case, we are hoping that it's going to be the same, and we are going to be cleaning the house by ourselves because we obviously want to collect our money back. But it's not really much of a crazy cleaning. I think the only space that probably needs maybe deep cleaning has to be the kitchen, but for the rooms and the sitting room, I don't think there's anything you know, spectacular, apart from just using the hoof to, you know, do everything that we need to do in the house. Okay, so let me stop talking. Like I'm trying to say, we're just trying to pack our stuff to leave this apartment, clean it up, and, you know, go to the new place, and of course get the deposit back. So before I post this video, I'm sure probably we will be in the new apartment already, and I will obviously put on the screen that we already have, you know, have maybe our deposit back or something. So yeah, and so right now I will be packing some of the stuff in the kitchen, the stuff that we don't need in the meantime. So I'll be packing them, putting them in a bag, and then by, I think in a few days, we will be going to get the key, and then we can move our stuff into there. So packing a bit actually helps us so that we are not overwhelmed, and then we have, you know, enough time to do the cleaning. Maybe today we clean the kitchen, tomorrow we do the bedroom, next tomorrow we do the sitting room, and then other days we do, you know, the remaining rooms. So there is no much, you know, stress of us cleaning on the same day, and then we don't have to miss, you know, important details when it comes to the cleaning. So we just take it one day at a time, and then we have like enough time. So for example, if our rent here will be finishing on the 20th of a particular month, we will try to deposit payment and make payment for the new house, maybe like 10th, and then we can have access to move into the new apartment on the 10th, and then we have like from, you know, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, blah blah blah, to like 20 to clean the house. So there is no much stress on us, and then we wouldn't have to make any payments here again for the coming months, because you obviously have to pay your rent monthly. In this case, I don't know about others, I'm just talking for myself. Anyway, so let me stop talking. Hopefully I'm not gonna be boring you guys with my tales because sometimes I feel like I'm talking too much, but who knows, somebody might be getting, you know, an important information. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so we will be doing the packing in bits, and today I'll be dealing with the kitchen. In here we have, you know, maybe stuff that we have in bulk, like you know, stuff like this, stuff like, you know, seasonings that we haven't really used and we will not be needing in the next few days. So I'm probably not be packing these ones because we still have like a few days in here, so we can use these ones. But for this, we don't need them in the meantime, so I'll just put them in different bags, pack them in one corner, and then when we get to have the key, we can just start moving, you know, a bit. Yeah, so basically that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I will be doing that with you guys if you want to. So basically this is just a moving vlog, so guys, move with us. Move with us.
Guys, so after all that talking, in that moment, I just thought about my life again and, what it's gonna look like in the next few days. I thought like, oh yeah, I have it all figured out in the past 6 months, and then something else came up that wasn't even on the list of the things I needed to fix or even figure out. But here I am, doing life again as it comes. And I just decided to, live in the moment, have fun while packing, and also think about the next few days. It's funny how we plan so much. Have a picture of what we want it to look like, have a picture of where we want to be, places we want to visit, the people we want to meet, and what we actually want to be like. And then in all of the planning and the thinking, the doing, all of those things, it still doesn't go our way, and it just tells me that we can actually plan the future, but we actually don't know the future. The future does not really belong to us, right? It doesn't really belong to us to figure out. We just have to keep living in the moment, continue to, enjoy what we have, which is the moment, the people we see, the people we love, the people with us. Just continue to live life as it comes, actually, and be positive, hopeful that when challenges come, when the struggles come, we keep holding on, because life is actually full of ups and downs. Today is rosy, and then next tomorrow everybody is thinking and praying, oh, when will I come out of this position, when will I come out of all of this? Well, we just have to continue to do life and be hopeful that everything goes as planned. It is what it is. It's time to go grab the key to the new apartment, and also we have to sign the leasing agreement. So let's go together.
Please follow the instructions. Please wait while we...
Done packing, guys. and it's time to leave, but I've decided to do a simple house tour for you guys, and that's because I mentioned I was gonna do it if we'll be leaving this apartment. I mean, whenever we will be leaving this apartment. So let me just, you know, take you guys around and see what this place, you know, looks like. I think there's echo going on, and that's because everywhere is packed and cleaned, all done by us. So you guys already know now, my kitchen is like the place that I record most in this house, and that's because it has this ventilation going on, like, you know, the lighting, everything is just, you know, 100. And this is what it looks like. That's the fridge, you know, the cupboards, both up and down. And then of course this one, you know, the cooking station. And then, okay, that's my camera. And of course the door to the garden. And you guys already know this particular space. I take almost all my videos there almost all the time. And of course we're going to dispose this bin. That's the last thing we have in here. And let me take you guys to the garden to see what it looks like. Currently we have table and chairs going on for summer. I mean, it's currently sunny, so definitely this is summer. And we just sit down here with our friends to have fun most times. And we have to take these chairs back to the garage. And yeah, so that's the garden. Let me show you guys. So if you're coming from outside and if you don't want to go through the sitting room, that's the road to the garden. And this is just like a little storage house that we barely actually use. And this is, you know, where I take all most of my pictures. And yeah, basically. So that's it. Yeah. So the garden is quite big. There's an extension to the other end where we have where we spread our clothes and all that stuff, but I don't think I really want to go there. But garden is garden, you guys have seen that. Yeah, so we are also going to take this one back to the garage, and this is the garage actually. So if you're coming from the kitchen the way to the garage, just nothing. wait, we still have this drink, we have to pick it. This drink going on in the garage. And babe, look at this in the garage, and we need to dispose this thing. Yeah. So we'll be taking this and of course dispose this. Let me just take it out. Yeah, so that's the garage. So in here we had our treadmill and of course the bike. We just do some basic, you know, exercise here and there. So that's the garage. It's kind of decent enough. Yeah, so that's the garage. And then from the garage you can also go through the front to enter the garage, and you can go through this space, and we'll be disposing this one. Yeah, so that's it. And let me just take you guys to the room because the sitting room is still currently messed up. And so coming in, just come into the rooms. Yeah, it's just basically 2 rooms, and I think one is actually the only one we used. There is like a bunk kind of vibe going on here, and that's because people that lived there before us, they have kids, or they had kids, but they still have the kids are still alive. So they have kids, they had kids, and you guys get what I'm trying to say. I think that's why the bunk thing is going on here. But we barely use this room, so all I use it for is just, you know, for storage, like shoes, and then the wardrobe for our clothes. And of course there's another one for, you know, storing stuff. I actually do not like the lights here because it's most times too dark, so I barely record in the room. It's just the yellow kind of vibe going on. So yeah, we just, you know, yeah, that's it. Everything for this particular room. Yeah. So more like kiddie stuff going on here for babies actually. And just beside this one we have this, which is or was our room. So let me show you guys. Yeah, the bed is quite big and the room is kind of decent. It's actually big, I won't lie. I mean, very decent, very decent. So, but I mean, there's nothing spectacular. Just the bed, side lamps, yeah, the window. This one has a little bit of, you know, ventilation, but I barely plug in the room anyways. So yeah, and then the room, and of course there is this more like a workstation where we just get to maybe read up or walk or something. Yeah, so that's absolutely all for the room, to be sincere. Nothing. That's the way to outside. Then we only have one restroom, which is one downside to this place, but it has a very good ventilation. Actually, you open the window, which is good, so there were no moats and all of those things. So yeah, the restroom, just one. Yeah, I'm happy I should not on the light. Okay, whichever one. I think switching off the light works. So yeah, that's the restroom. And then the entrance, and there is me showing you guys around. So yeah, that's like the entrance, and the sitting room, like I said, is still messed up a bit, but we are just gonna pack everything soon, and then I will show you guys the sitting room. This is the dining. I mean, you guys already probably have seen this dining several times, but it's part of the sitting room. So this way leads to the kitchen and of course to the garage. Oh, that's where we put our TV. We already moved the TV, so it's no longer there. That's why it looks empty. And of course the window, and of course the entrance to the sitting room. And then there is me showing you guys around. So you come in through here. Let's see if I can show you guys outside. Coming through here, and then to the sitting room, which is not bad actually. Like I said, it's not bad. It's kind of decent. So sitting room, dining, kitchen, and then to the garage, and then to the dining, and then this way to the rooms. I think that's all we have. Yeah.